This is undoubtedly the most satisfying form of revenge, facing the murderer who harmed her daughter. Even the death penalty couldn't ease the hatred in her heart. The woman used secret arts to resurrect him for 7 days, then slowly tortured this bastard to death. In a small village in Southeast Asia, the priest carried a corpse to the center of the altar, then raised a dagger and brought it down fiercely upon the body. The eerie ritual commenced. A girl emerged from the darkness, approaching the corpse's head, as a breath of life force entered the body. The next moment, the monkey approached Wang and Zhao with a vicious glare, but when the girl beckoned, it seemed to gain sentience, obediently returning to the altar's center before kneeling before her. This miracle caused the crowd to kneel in awe. Early the next morning, they met privately with the priestess mentioned by the shaman. It turned out that 3 years prior, Wang's daughter had fallen into a coma after an attack by criminals. She sought this dark magic to restore her daughter to normalcy, but the shaman had said, "Your daughter still speaks." They could do nothing. Zhao's daughter, however, had been murdered by the same assailant, leaving only the small handful of ashes. The goddess, cradling the ashes, could not hold back her tears. She seemed to feel the pain the deceased had endured in life, but the priest shattered Zhao's illusion. Even with the body damaged, there was no way to resurrect her. Just as they prepared to leave, they saw a family of 3 walk in, weeping. The faint voice of the priest reached their ears, seemingly saying the 7 days had passed, and it was time for their final farewell. The next moment, time rewound 3 years. A con artist named Zhang roamed Southeast Asia, targeting young women for kidnapping and ransom demands, causing multiple casualties. After being captured in Thailand and a lengthy trial, the court finally handed down a death sentence. But Zhao discovered Zhang's mother, though she knelt outwardly begging forgiveness. She had squandered the vast fortune extorted, living a life of extravagant luxury. Zhao suddenly discovered on social media that Zhang's sister resided in the same city as them. They spotted this wicked mother-daughter duo shopping in a luxury boutique. Zhao sent the video to their lawyer. This woman claimed she had no assets for compensation, yet privately lived such an opulent life. But the lawyer helplessly stated, Zhang indeed had no assets in his name. The extorted ransom money had long been laundered clean. Zhang's execution was scheduled for tomorrow, unless he personally revealed the whereabouts of the ill-gotten gains. Any hope of compensation was utterly futile. Moreover, they were already several months behind on legal fees. She had already gone above and beyond in her assistance. Early the next morning, reporters crowded outside the prison. The victim's family arrived at the execution site. Zhang's mother and sister were also present. As the curtain slowly rose, Zhang sat expressionless, restrained in place. The lethal drug was injected into his body. His vital signs quickly flattened into a straight line, yet his mother flashed a strange, eerie smile, before turning and walking away without a glance back. Zhao recalled seeing her daughter's body 3 years prior. The killer had locked her in a cage, subjecting her to daily electric shocks and beatings. The girl ultimately died from septic shock. No one knew the full extent of her suffering. But today, everything finally came to an end. Such scum deserved far worse than this easy death. Their pent-up rage hadn't dissipated one bit. Depressed, they headed to a bar. They recalled how not long ago, they'd secretly entered the prison to see Zhang, but the man showed no sign of remorse, even insisting his money should go to his mother. No one else deserved it. Such deep-seated hatred could never be erased by death alone. Staring at the monkey graffiti on the wall, Zhao finally conceived a plan for vengeance.
我们可以复活。